Jesus invites us to examine the foundation on which we are constructing our faith. It can't be on anything else other than him. I want to go back really briefly to the latter verses of the first passage that I read to you earlier in the message where those disciples walked away. We didn't hear all of it. At this point, many of the disciples turned away and deserted him. Then Jesus turned to the 12 and asked, "Are you also going to leave?" Simon Peter replied, "Lord, to whom would we go? You have the words that give eternal life." Simon Peter and the other disciples didn't have it all figured out. We know that because later they continued to express their doubts. But they were willing to stay with Jesus. They were willing to stay at the table and continue to lean into their doubts. I hope we will as well. Someone said once, deconstruction without reconstruction leads to despair. Deconstruction with Jesus included leads to a greater love and a deeper discipleship. I want you to know this morning that God isn't afraid of your doubts, disappointments, and even hard questions. Because let's be honest, over the decades, the church hasn't always been good about giving people a safe place to express their doubts and fears. We give you permission to do that. We need to be thoughtful, reflective, and critical thinkers. And that's why Jesus said to love him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and your neighbor as yourself. For on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. See, loving God with our mind includes being a critical thinker that is willing to ask the hard questions that no one else is asking.